Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Please hit the subscribe button and give this episode a thumbs up. Stage. Season 7 of Love Island kicked off in the summer of 2021, which, if you remember, was a pretty chaotic time worldwide. Despite the pandemic, Love Island was back on our screens, but this time it felt like there was an added level of intensity. After all, we had just witnessed the impact of lockdowns and social isolation. You could say the stakes for love and connection were higher than ever. I mean, we were all stuck inside, living vicariously through these islanders as they sunned themselves and made questionable romantic choices. We had our classic mix of singles, all hoping to find love, or at least cash in on their 15 minutes of fame. But what went down? It wasn't your typical love story. It was far from it. What started as the usual reality TV fun soon spiraled into a total mess. Let's talk about the opening few days. On paper, things looked pretty promising. We were introduced to our usual mix of bombshells, Insta-famous models, gym lovers, and a few quieter, more reserved contestants. But then it didn't take long for the first major twist to come. And it came in the form of the first recoupling. The recoupling is always dramatic, but season 7 took it to a whole new level. You had people making last-minute decisions, switching up partners, basically making it clear that no one was really looking for true love. It was all about the drama. The first big shocker? Brad McClelland. The guy was a classic, good-looking lad from the Northeast, but the moment he got coupled with Shannon Singh, it was a total train wreck waiting to happen. You could feel the tension between the two of them from the moment they were matched up. And it wasn't long before things. You know things aren't going to end well when you have lines like that, right? And of course, the tension between them kept building, and before long, Brad was out of the villa. That was the first sign that this season wasn't just going to be about love, it was about drama. And that was just the beginning. Liam and Millie were hitting it off from the start. Things were looking perfect for the couple. But as we know on Love Island, paradise never lasts. Enter Chloe Burrows. She comes in like a bombshell, and let me tell you, she dropped the bomb. Chloe and Liam immediately had this thing, one that started to threaten Millie and Liam's connection. What followed was a mess of jealousy, heated arguments, and some seriously awkward moments. Who wouldn't feel some type of way about that? You've got Millie, who's already deep into a relationship with Liam, and Chloe just won't stop trying to insert herself into the mix. This was one of the moments that made people question the integrity of the whole Love Island process. Was it really about love anymore? Or was it just a game of who could get the most attention? Because this was definitely starting to feel like a game. And now we come to the moment. The moment when the disaster officially reached critical mass. If you're familiar with Love Island, you know that Casa Amor is the ultimate test for the couples. And I don't think anyone expected it to be this bad. For those of you who don't know, Casa Amor is the ultimate loyalty test where half the islanders get sent to a new villa with a whole new group of singles. The idea is to test the couple's relationships, but what we witnessed this year was just utter chaos. The couples weren't just tempted. They were ripped apart and exposed for the frauds they truly were. Let's talk about Liam again. Liam, who had just spent the entire season building a connection with Millie, didn't just entertain the temptation of Casa Amor. He completely collapsed under it. He started spending a lot of time with Lily Haynes, and, well, let's just say, things got a little more than friendly. When Millie found out, the heartbreak was real. You could see it in her eyes. The girl was crushed. And Liam, well, he tried to play it off, but there was no denying what had happened. The trust was gone, and just like that, Millie and Liam's relationship was in ruins. But it didn't stop there. Not by a long shot. After Casa Amor, things in the villa were on another level. We're talking about breakdowns, accusations, and some of the most uncomfortable confrontations the show has ever had. Millie was heartbroken, Liam was regretful, and suddenly, every relationship was under fire. And that's where we saw the true disaster unfold. Everyone started questioning their relationships, and no one knew where they stood. You've got to give Millie credit, though. She stayed strong despite the betrayal. But what really crushed people was when Millie decided to give Liam another chance after he apologized. It was one of those moments where everyone at home was like, "Girl, no, you deserve better." But she took him back. And guess what? The public reaction was just as brutal as the betrayal itself, however. Pepe Garcia has confirmed that he is no longer with Riz, and said Riz and are not together anymore. That's just the way it goes, and went on to address infidelity rumors circulating online. Pepe Garcia said, to say, "My friends and family are the people that support me. They know who I am as a person, and that's honesty." That's the most important thing. Taste split between Pepe and Riz has not come as a shock to Love Indie USA fans, as they had noticed that the pair had unfollowed each other on Instagram. Pepe still had posts featuring Riz, but she removed ones featuring him. When Riz Kendall shared photos recently on her Instagram stories, including a sunset photo with Fleetwood C's Silver Springs, many fans it as an interpretation that things were not good between the couple. The lyrics in Silver Springs are but Steve Nicks' tumultuous breakup with band guitarist Lindsey Buckingham. Is Kendall has now broken her silence on her SBT from Pepe Garcia and has spoken to E! News. She also said, "He connection that Ormed has ended, and why it isn't how I would have imagined, will always value the unique experience that we shared," she continued. "It's been a difficult transition, but am moving forward with hope, gratitude, and positivity for the future." Pepe also said he pays no mindo online chatter, explaining, "Don't care what peep think, care what my friends and family think. Right now it's focusing on the present, focusing on the next steps, next opportunities, and the next things that want to do for fun." Hasn't long since Love and USA crowned its winners, but the fairy tale is already over. Fan favorites Maya Papaya, Espina, and Ryan Renees, who walked away hand in hand with prize, have called it quits in a classic dramatic fashion. What started as a dreamy villa romance has quickly turned into a messy breakup, paying out on social media. And Amaya isn't holding back when it comes to calling Brian out. What started as a villa romance for the Love ND Season 7 winners has ended in very public heartbreak. Just 2 days after the reunion episode aired, Maya confirmed the pair had gone their separate ways. In an Instagram story shared on August, she told her followers, "Papayas, Brian, and Reno Anger together. After leaving the villa, it became very clear that we were on 2 different journeys. Our visions didn't align, and relationships are supposed to be a team sport. You don't have to drink the whole sea to know it's salty." The closing line didn't go unnoticed. Folks quickly picked up on the shade, reading it as a subbed but firm swipe at Brian. Amaya hinted that the split wasn't her decision, her commenting on TikTok that she had been broken up with, only to see Brian partying in Miami hours later, doing the very thing she had told him made her uncomfortable. Her posts left no doubt. Amaya wasn't holding back. Eagle-eyed viewers had already spotted trope when Amaya and Brian unfollowed each other on Instagram just before the reunion filmed. During the speecha, they put on a united front, even addressing a Vera video that sparked cheating rumors. Brian explained that the clip came from a paid bar appearance tied to his bartending past, admitting to an absent judgment but denying any infidelity. Backed him up on camera, saying their relationship dynamic was strong. But behind the scenes, cracks were forming. Reportedly attended a red carpet premiere in New York City alone on August, fueling speculation that the romance was already unraveling. By the next day, her breakup announcement confirmed everyone's suspicions. Brian has since shared his own Instagram story, saying that he was grateful for their time together, but admitted they're now on different paths. Amaya also wrote in another social media comment that she doesn't want any hate towards Brian because mental health is real and wishes him the best. Have great love for Oandria, and Amaya Papaya think Nick seems really sweet. Think there are a lot of questions for Ace. Think coulda. There's a lot to talk about with her, Cohen told Vulture at a recent awards event. Jana Craig and Kenny Rodriguez attend Revolve Festival 2025 at Cavallo Ranch on April 12, 2025 in Thermal, California. Love Island Season 6 and Love Island, Beyond the Villa star Jana Craig made headlines this week after breaking up with fellow Islander Kenny Rodriguez. The timeline became flooded with speculation about their split. Craig informed fans that she had seen all the breakup theories and none have matched up to how terrible, disgusting, and disappointing it truly is in a July 28th Instagram story. Rodriguez later replied via a social media post saying, "Always be grateful for the time we shared and the memories we created. Release this chapter with no ill will. Only a hope that Jana's path forward brings her nothing but happiness. Later, other popular members from season 6 came to her defense and unfollowed Rodriguez on Instagram. They accused him of being racist and chasing clout. The Love Island USA season 7 winner stole America's hearts during her time in the Fiji villa this summer and emerged as a couple with Brian Arenales, whom she was exclusively seeing in the month after their win. Just a day after the season 7 reunion aired, though, Amaya confirmed to fans that she and Brian are no longer together. After leaving the villa, it became very clear that we were on two different journeys, she wrote in a post on her Instagram stories on August 27th. Our visions didn't align, and relationships are supposed to be a team sport. You don't have to drink the whole sea to know it's salty. All love here, and I truly wish him the best. Now, the 25-year-old is opening up about how she's feeling following the split. Something I'm still processing. Amaya tells while on set for an exciting upcoming beauty campaign in on August, I'm very optimistic and very hopeful for the future, she adds. And I'm just happy to have such a large amount of the support of her papayas, as she calls her fan base, has been a source of joy since leaving the villa. Honestly, it really feels amazing to see that there's so many people that can relate to me and that they see themselves inside a part of me. Amaya says of the support she's received since her time in the villa. It really is such a great feeling, seriously. When she feels alone or just down, Amaya says she's comforted by the thought of her supporters. Then remember my papayas, my family, my friends, and it really does help lift me up, she continues, before offering a message directly to those fans. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey with me. During the Love Island reunion, Brian addressed speculation he'd cheated on Amaya, and she said their relationship was healthy and great. When Andy Cohen asked him during the reunion, which aired August 25th, about the rumors that circulated online about a video of him cheating, Brian said, "They're trying to just throw any hate my way." The cheating video, which showed him with other women, was not what it seemed, he said. The hosting got paid to be there, he said of the event where he was recorded. Used to bartend back in the day. At a lapse in judgment, and we've talked about it. That lapse in judgment was pouring shots around, getting the crowd shots and stuff like that, he added. Amaya weighed in too, saying, I'm also not a woman that would be with someone who doesn't respect me. If with him and still with Hai. But by the day the reunion aired, fans noticed that they both unfollowed each other on Instagram. And Amaya had shared several cryptic posts on social media that caused speculation about the state of their relationship. The couple confirmed their split 2 days later. Never miss a story. Sign up free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. On his own Instagram stories, Brian wrote, Unfortunately, we were not on the same page, and that is okay. We have both gained clarity that we are on different paths right now. Am thankful for the time we have spent together and wish her nothing but the best moving forward. 10 months ago today, got a hair transplant, just kind of wanted to come on here and give you guys some information on the entire procedure. See shamelessly admitted in today's TikTok video, beginning by sharing that he went to a clinic called Now Hair Time in Turkey. He then delved into play-by-play details of his experience. We landed, got picked up by the shuttle, and drove straight to the hospital to get our blood drawn. Think this was just like a routine checkup to make sure that we were good to go. After the hospital, we got driven to the hotel that's also included in the package. We stayed there, woke up at I think 9 or 10 in the morning, went straight to the hospital and got the surgery, the Arizona native continued. The procedure itself is 6 hours and awake for the entire thing, which sucked. Then, he got rather graphic with the details of his surgery. After that 6-hour surgery is done, they very carefully bandage you up, take you back to the hotel, and you're chilling for the day, the 26-year-old continued. The next day, you do like a medical wash, and that part actually feels really good. They kind of, with really delicate hands, soap you down, make sure everything's clean, make sure it all looks good, re-bandage you, and then kind of send you on your way. The first 3 months looked like an alien, Zach admitted, adding that once the swelling went down, right around the 6-month mark, he began to look good as new. Nevertheless, the Love Island USA Season 7 star concluded the TikTok video by offering his followers some words of wisdom. Just trust the process because in today's day and age, We love to see reality television personalities being transparent, and Zach is no exception. Here's to hoping he blazed a trail, inspiring the rest of his love sland. Castmates to share the stories TH shaped them. Nick Vansenberga and Olandria Carthen, two original Islanders, coupled up for the first time on day 18 after they were both dumped during Casa Amor, but were given the choice to couple up to return. After one day as a couple, they agreed to stay friends. Before Nick recoupled with his Origina partner, Sierra Ortega. After Sierra was removed from Love Island USA on day 26, after posts of her using a racial slur resurfaced, Nick was single, and he and Oandria recoupled for a second time on. Given that Love and USA films 2 to 3 days before episodes air, it's likely that Nick and Andrea are still together. They also have the support of Nick's family, who have named Olandria as their pick for him from the start of season 7. Felt a spark with him and Olandria, initially. Felt like they had this passionate thing between them. And I like her because she's got a good head on her shoulders and she's very authentic. She's solid. And she's beautiful. Jesus, am so jealous of her body. Nick's mom said in a TikTok, as his sister Ella added, we love her. His mom continued, I don't really feel like they're making the connection every episode, but I would love to see it. Nick's sister also shared a video on social media of Nick's mom and dad cheering after he cooped up with Olandria for the second time. Nick and Olandria do have the issue of distance. However, Nick is from Jacksonville, Florida, while Olandria lives in Houston, Texas. Sears supported Nick and Olandria after she liked an Instagram post shared by Nick's family of the couple with the caption, and so it was written in the stars. Before the reunion aired on August 25th, the two had unfollowed each other on Instagram. Some TikTokers had alleged that Brian cheated on Amaya again when a video of him talking to another woman at a restaurant surfaced. In the reunion trailer, host Andy Cohen had asked where Brian was on the night when the cheating allegedly happened. Amaya announced in an Instagram story on August 2 days after the Love Island USA season reunion aired that she and Brian had broken up. Brian and are no longer together. After leaving the villa, it became very clear that we were on two different journeys. Our visions didn't align and relationships are supposed to be a am sport. You don't have to drink the whole COT, no, it's salty, she wrote. Ove here and I truly wish him the best. Huda Mustafa, an original Islander, and Chris Seeley, who joined as a Casa Amor boy on Coupled Up for the first time on They Stayed Together until the end of Love Island season final, when they broke up during their date after a fight over Chris not wanting to cuddle Huda the night before. Huda broke up with Chris because she believed they didn't have enough of a strong foundation to attempt a long-distance relationship. They started to show cracks in their relationship before the finale when they got into a fight over Huda not kissing Chris in public in front of the other Islanders, but having sex in the same room as them. Huda lives in Raleigh, North Carolina, while Chris is from Fresno, California, but pays for a Professiona basketball team in Indonesia. Huda also has a daughter, Arlie, with her ex-boyfriend, Noah Schelline. While Chris told Huda that he has no issues with her being a mother, fans were skeptical of how their relationship could work if Chris lives in Indonesia. Huda's ex, however, supported her decision to go on Loveland USA. At the end of the day, hope everyone remembers we're human, he wrote in an Instagram story in June 2025 in response to the hate Huda was receiving. Her going on that show to find love, or whatever you think it was she's doing, remember she's still human, she has a daughter and a life. He continued, she's maybe not doing a great job, don't watch the show, but don't like that I'm seeing so much negative shit on my page, or even clips of it about her, he added, calling the hate unhealthy. He also expressed his concern for her mental. It's not my job to police her or the people in my comments, but will say what you guys do will affect her mental health and my daughter's maybe in the future. So I'm looking out for her in that aspect. Out of respect for our daughter, he wrote. Right before the reunion, fans noted that and Pepe had unfollowed each other Instagram. Ira's sister, Ruby Kendall, has also unfollowed Pepe, as well as his ex from Love All Season Hannah Fields also unfollowed Hannah back. Ace Green and Shelly Besaint, two original Islanders, coupled up on day 13 and stayed together, except for a short break in their relationship during Casa Amor. until their elimination in fifth place in the episode before the Love Island Season 7 finale. Ace and Shelley confirmed they were still together in an interview with Variety after their elimination, in which Ace revealed Shelley's plans to move to Los Angeles, California, to be closer to him. Shelley currently lives in New York City, going to take our time day by day. We are still getting to know each other outside of villa life. Life is completely different from what America gets to see. Excited to grow our relationship and improve our communication, especially since she's in Florida. I'm in, but she's okaying to move too, and we'll go from there, Ace said. Ace also confirmed that he and Shelley plan to stay exclusive outside of the villa. Hated the term closed off. They get closed off in the villa, go outside, and now they're free to roam. Am very intentional. Exclusive means exclusive to only each other. That's not just in the villa. That's in the outside war. D2. And I'm excited to translate that over, he said. Ace and Shelley were also the Land USA Season 7 to have met before filming started. In the premiere, Shelley revealed that she and Ace met at a nightclub in New York City months before filming and stayed connected on social media, which led the other Islanders to compare them to the invisible string theory. After the reveal, a video of Ace resurfaced of him seemingly wishing Shelley a happy Valentine's Day, which led to rumors that he and Shelley were secretly in a relationship before Love Isla Season 7 started filming. Shelley's friends, however, denied the rumor in an Instagram story in June 2025, claiming that the two had only met once in New York City. We want to be transparent and clear the air, as some of the rumors have gotten far from the truth, Shelley's friends wrote. Shelley and Ace briefly crossed paths in New York and later connected on social media. The post continued, they were never in a relationship, never lived together, and there are no children or hidden past. What's unfolding now is real, unscripted, and could change at any moment. We're fully supporting Shelley wherever her heart leads and with whomever she chooses to couple with. E and Shelley also have the issue of distance in their relationship. Ace also responded to accusations he was strategic in the villa in an interview with Variety. It was not being strategic, he said. It was being very intentional with every conversation. We already had a following coming into this and didn't want to come in with that entertainer mindset of doing whatever to get attention. It wasn't that. It was me being open and communicating to the fellas. We have to communicate more if you want to talk to a person. Let them know if you're not interested, so there's no miscommunication. People think you're or that you are not here for the right reasons. But never was strategic. Stated how felt every time. It was never a matter of Ace being messy. If you feel away, come talk to me about you aside to clear the air. Again, it's 24 hours in a day. You guys get shown for 1 hour. But Iwa's never trying to be strategic or messy. Messiness is when you don't want people to know how you. We've talked about making it work, Taylor said. Aid,